Okay, so hello everyone present over here. Okay, so hello everyone. Whoever is watching, and this is Satyajit, your host for today's session, and I am with Preeti, who is our co-host. So this initiative is taken by Webwiz NIT uh, as in order to unearth those golden gems of our college and to acknowledge their efforts and endeavor they took to reach where they are today. We have at this present moment undergraduate who is in fourth year, Vaibhav sir, Vaibhav Kohade sir, and he is in CS department, and he grabbed an internship in Microsoft, as we all know, and that auspiciously turned into PPO, which is a pre-placement offer, and I would like to congratulate him on the behalf of everyone present over here. So personally, if you see, we have seen many such people who are like talented, witty, and are able to walk the talk. And he is one such figure whose modesty and positiveness marks him different from all others. He takes life easily, and he's a good leader. Uh, we all admire him, so we are very delighted to have you here, sir. So before barging you questions and putting you into the driver's seat of this session, I would like to ask you that how has your life changed after getting into Microsoft?
Oh, there's the day I remember I got internship in Microsoft. My whole chat was flooded with congratulatory messages, and I felt so relieved, so loved by everyone. It was, I guess, the best moment of my life, seeing all people get happy on my success. And yeah, you can say I was really on cloud nine.
Definitely.
And yeah, I took few days to come on the ground level, but so yeah, it was really a great achievement I felt for myself. And then suddenly I felt more of people are looking up to me. I walk by and say Vaibhav, what say, and it feels really nice. And inner happiness, it comes alive. So it's
Yeah,
really great.
definitely. Definitely. So, a small request to all our viewers over here, you can shoot your questions in the comment section. We have Preeti here with us who will intermediate the questions asked in the comment section. So, we will start the session now. The first question that I would like to ask you, sir, what was the interview process like? कितने rounds थे? क्या क्या आपने आपको effort देना पड़ा? So, you can answer it in details.
Okay, before jumping on to that, hello guys, hello everyone. I hope you all are on the pink of your health. I am Vaibhav Kohade, and currently I'm pursuing computer science and engineering. I'm a final year at National Institute of Technology, Rourkela. I'll be joining Microsoft maybe by this June or July. And I hope after today's session, I'll be able to enlighten you about my journey into Microsoft and about what you can all do on your part uh, to get into the same. Special shout out to Webwiz and IT Rourkela for hosting such wonderful sessions. So about internships, I'll tell you. We total had 5 rounds. I guess it was 23rd of July during my time when our college was reopening, and we came on 22 because Microsoft and Qualcomm was coming on the same day, and that is 22nd of July, I guess. So we appeared. It was an online test of 3 rounds, three questions. I guess we got 1.5 hours to appear that. In the night, we got the short list, and then we had to appear for the interview rounds for the next day. So the first round was the group fly round. So group fly round is essentially that everyone gets the same problem statement. What really matters here is the approach that you use to solve that problem statement. What it Your solution should be innovative. It should be so optimal. It should have the least amount of time complexities and space complexities. So it really matters here is how you approach the question. The MS was very lenient in the sense that we were allowed to use comments in places of function names. For example, if we don't know to handle files using if stream off stream, so we could simply have written there read a file, write a file like that. So yeah, after that, we there were two technical interviews. Some of my friends had only one technical interview, but in my case, I had two technical interviews. Both of them pen paper based. So the interviewer was asking questions, and I had to first discuss the approach, and then I had to code it on paper. Then covering edge cases, discussing. After that, this technical interviews, there was a HR interview. So in the HR interview, I was asked about the technologies that I know currently trending, and then strengths, weaknesses, general HR questions. So I guess I came in tier building at around 8 a.m. On 23rd, and I left tier building at 8 p.m. except for my lunch. So yeah, 12 hour pretty draining process, but so happy at the end of the day, really.
Definitely. So, indeed, that was a good experience. But yeah, it took some effort. Anyways, so now many people have asked how to convert an internship into a PPO, that is pre-placement offer. Any tips you want to provide?
Okay, okay. So first of all, I would like to tell about my internship at Microsoft. So the first week, it was an onboarding week. So first 2 3 days went in getting the ID, password. We were logged in into our account, Microsoft accounts, so that we could do all of our work there. We got access to their virtual computers. Then we started. So after 2 3 days of the beginning, I got my internship project. I basically got the problem statement. So I took that first week to understand what I am here for, basically what people are asking me to do. And in the subsequent week, I started working on designing the architecture of the solution. So I first of all, whatever I could gather from the problem statement, I made a solution for that, talked to mentor, and then he pointed out some flaws, rectified them. Then we had a team discussion. The team members voiced their concerns. Then we accommodated that. So this process continued till we thought we are ready to proceed. So I guess after 2 weeks, I started coding piece by piece, block by block. So in the fifth week, I had a midpoint demo. So where I had to showcase all that I have done so far in the internship. I managed to show a working demo of a small functionality of a bigger solution. So yeah, I did that. And then the tenure of my internship was around 8 weeks. So at the end of eighth week again, we had to show a demo. So in that demo, I had to show everything what I have done so far. So I showed my solution end to end. Then there were questions by other teams, and so I addressed them and all. Then there were two interviews. So first was the technical interview. It was everything about my internship project. But I have some friends whose this interview was based on DSA questions. But in my case, it was about everything about my internship project. The interviewer basically asked me to show some lines of code and asked them why you did this way and what technologies that you used. So yeah, it was about that. And the second interview was like business, like how my solution will impact clients of Microsoft. So I basically showed, I compared performances of existing solution and the solution that I proposed. So I explained them how it will impact the customer experience. So to really give you tips about transforming internship to a PPO, I'll suggest your solution should be your solution, really. Or if you are incorporating some other piece of tech into your solution, then you should understand why is it necessary and its whole working. And because in the end, your project, it's your project and you will be responsible for it. And just in case your project passes on to someone else, so the other person should also be able to understand, right? So, and just in case there's an error, you should know how to fix it because it's entirely your solution. And the potential failure points or potential fixes that the errors can have. So yeah, that's why your solution should be yours. Your solution should be innovative in the sense that it should be really doing great with the time complexities and space complexities. Because see, when you are operating in the real world, there are tons of data, and being handling data in Microsoft, it's a huge organization and there will be huge amount of data. So managing the resources efficiently is really needed, and that's why your solution should be optimal. Then third, I guess there should be a strong grasp on some important subjects like DBMS, OS, OOPS, computer networking. Because see, my internship project was used DBMS and OS. So yeah, these things are required essentially. Also, during my internship interviews, I asked the interviewer if I should learn something beforehand. So the interviewer told me that Microsoft uses C sharp for most of its products. They use other languages also, but C sharp is general runtime they use for it. So I learned the syntax of basic functions and everything of C sharp. Also, if you feel that you are stuck somewhere, you should consult your mentor or your manager. In Microsoft, we have three people: manager, mentor, and buddy. So a buddy, in my case, my mentor and buddy was the same. So I had a great time discussing about Microsoft with him, about what he does. I remember like in the process of rectifying some errors, we talked around 11 p.m. Our talks used to go around 11 p.m., 12 p.m. Yeah, because he used to get free after dinner only. So feel free to consult. Your mentor might give you right directions, if not the solution to your thing, but that will definitely help. And so yeah, and also in I had so interviews in the end, so you should prepare really well for that also. So I guess this is all you need for
Yeah.
conversion.
So basically, you have to be yourself while doing those projects and appearing for interview. So
Yeah.
we had some. yeah, we have some YouTube comment. We have some questions coming from the YouTube comment section, and I think Preeti will take over. She will ask those questions.
So now we will take some question from viewers. Vineet is asking, will you stick to the Microsoft or move to Google or Apple? Or are you planning for your own startup?
So about startup, I don't really have an idea, or I don't have really a thing for entrepreneurship. So I don't think I'll go in the startup lane, hopefully, but things might turn out different in the future. And about switching the company, that I won't be able to tell it from now, because and I don't think I'll change, because you see, these are some crowns of the software industry. Maybe it is Google, or maybe it is Microsoft, Facebook, or Apple. These are crowns of the software industry, and ending here itself is a big achievement. And I raised this question with my teammates, that what do you think what other companies culture is. So one of my teammates said that Microsoft's work culture is really great. And so I guess that point made my mind somewhere that I'll stick to Microsoft.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's all
so
for now.
Okay.
yeah, so that was a good question, and so the next question is a bit technical, and the question is, how should we prepare for data structures and algorithms?
Okay. So for data structures and algorithms, there are lot of resources available on the internet. For CS people, it's very easy because it's in their curriculum. But for non-CS people, I think it's not that difficult. You have courses, you have many YouTube channels that you can, and then there are books obviously to refer. So it's easy to get knowledge of data structure and algorithms. But what really matters is, once you get the knowledge, you should be able to apply those data structures or algorithms. Like in what situation a particular data structure should be used, or how using a particular algorithm can affect the time complexity or space complexity. Then what is more important for you, just in case your time complexities and space complexities are clashing. So this is what I feel is important, and this will come through practice. So people do competitive coding just to get a grasp on how to use these data structures, and how to use these algorithms, or how to devise new algorithms. So yeah, I guess after having
So
basic knowledge. Yeah.
yeah, is it
Yeah.
possible
So
without DSA? Because second year, many second years do not start with DSA at the first at the word go. So is it possible, like without DSA?
no, I guess, because see, data structures itself means structuring your data
Yeah,
in some fashion. So if a person doesn't know to do that, what good are you for the software industry? So that's why I guess what water and air is for human life, data
yeah,
structures and algorithm is for software industry.
yeah. So the bottom line is that data structures and algorithms are very very necessary.
Yeah, at least
So
average grasp is needed to
okay,
get into some companies, but when it comes to big corporations,
yeah,
you need to have a strong hold on those.
yeah, they are essential. Correct.
Yeah, right.
So now it's a bit of tricky question, you can say, because the question is, on a scale of 1 to 10, How would you rate the toughness of getting into NIT Rourkela CS and into Microsoft? So out of
Oh,
10. So
so
yeah,
you're
that's
asking
it.
me to rate my own institution.
Yeah. So
So,
it's
so
your opinion. Yeah.
okay. So, see, I'll straight away say that NIT Rourkela wasn't my short-term dream that time. But it was essentially a choice that I was presented with due to my efforts that I had put in during my JEE years. But I am happy that I am at NIT Rourkela here. But I don't think it's really a challenging task to be into NIT Rourkela CS. So, and talking about Microsoft, yeah, it really is because like I said, it is one of those companies, those crowns in the software industry. So obviously, the hiring process would be challenging, and so the
So they
process will
cannot
be
be
difficult.
compared. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the process will be obviously difficult. You
Okay.
really need to have sheer will and determination, consistency. As the old saying goes, Rome wasn't built in a day. So
Yeah.
consistency is the key. Learn every day, bit by bit. Practice every day, bit by bit. So just in case if you want the numbers, I'll suggest 10 for Microsoft, 10, 7 or 8 maybe for NIT Rourkela.
Yeah, it's okay. We will buy that. So yeah, so people do have ambition, but the lack of discipline is what makes like bridges the gap more.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. We have now another technical question. Uh, does winning hackathons and open source contributions does that matter a lot?
Okay, so see, if you ask me, I never won a hackathon, and neither I participated in open source contribution, but they really help. Why I'll tell you. See, hackathon is about a problem statement, and you either participate individually, or if you participate in a group, you basically ideate the solution. You discuss among yourselves, your batchmates maybe, or your teammates regarding the solution. What are the possible loopholes in the current solution, and what all. So there's interaction between like-minded people, right? And if you win hackathons, obviously your solution was the best among others, so that gives a sense of achievement also. And in
Yes.
participating open source contributions, see, I guess most of the open source softwares are run by a community. So there are like-minded people trying to achieve the same desired goal. Now, if the community is bigger, more ideas infuse your mind, more your minds open up, and you find more gateways to achieve a achieve a particular solution. There might be bugs, and then there are fixes. Other tries to fix that. Then you see, yeah, this was the another way. What could be a better possible way? So there's again ideation, discussion, and that's why your skill sets grows. And since you interact with other like-minded people, your knowledge also grows. So I guess it isn't necessary, but people should do that, and it's like feather in the cap.
Yeah, it's an added advantage of
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
said. Yeah. So many people have also asked this question that what would you suggest a freshman or a sophomore in their first or second year, obviously,
Mhm.
competitive coding or development? What is more important?
For a freshman, I would say ask them to enjoy their first year of engineering. Ask them to
Definitely.
sit
Yeah.
back, chill, because after second year there's significant rise in academic load, pressure. Then there will be other activities that you will like clubs and all. So it it gets difficult in managing time. So I would suggest freshmen to chill, enjoy their first year of engineering. just in case they want to do something, I'll tell go with the basics of coding, oops, or if else statements, how to use them, arrays. Then so basically, for example, I would tell you uh, there might be a question what declaring index in CPP essentially mean. So these are the basic things that one can build, one can learn. So the foundation is strong, and from second year you should try you will obviously want to learn data structures and algorithms, and then after that is done, try practicing a bit, not too much, because if things don't the solutions don't come to you, you will get frustrated. So
Yeah.
try bit by bit. uh, so we have autumn sem and spring sem, right?
Yes.
So I guess autumn sem should be utilized for learning,
Okay.
and then after maybe March you should start competitive coding aggressively. And
Okay.
meanwhile you should also take up a project, because it gives you the insight of developing something from scratch.
Okay.
So you get to know what it takes to build something.
Okay.
I remember I made a small calculator for Linux, and it was interviewer also asked me about it. So such things help. So I guess yeah,
Yeah.
sophomores should
So
focus on competitive coding later. They should start learning DSA, get a strong hold on it,
okay.
and then start aggressively in the later time. And when the time for internships come close, they should maintain a balance with competitive coding also, and getting revising the concepts of important subjects like OS, DBMS, computer networks. Oops, yeah.
The thumbnail is sorry. The thumb rule is that freshmen should enjoy their first years
Yeah,
because
I
it's
I
about
personally
competition.
suggest everyone, those who ask me, because I have seen people doing competitive coding right from the day one. But I feel it will be too much for them.
Yeah.
So take it
So yeah.
easy. Yeah, I guess.
So I would like to come into the data structure algorithm question once again. Uh, Now, Parveen has asked for DSA, should we refer any paid courses like code blocks, etc.? Is it necessary?
Mm, mm, mm. See, I am from a CS background, so my curriculum was well endowed with DSA.
Yeah,
But I guess there are enough resources for free uh, or DSA. But uh, if you have enough money to spend it, so you can go for paid courses also. They will give you quizzes, assignments.
yeah,
So it helps in practice. But there are platforms like Geeks for Geeks, Lead Code, Code Forces, Code Chef, where you can practice
yeah. There are
DSA.
many. Mm,
So after getting knowledge, you can go for practicing on Geeks,
correct,
these platforms.
correct. So the next question is, how important are internships in the first and second year for the students? Like, is it necessary? Is it like very, I mean, very essential in the long-term
Okay.
goals?
Again, I'll tell you about myself. I
Yeah, of
never
course,
did internship in my freshman year also, and neither I did in my sophomore
definitely.
year.
Yeah,
But I did a project. Like I told you, I made a calculator. Then I was also in Tuberon, which
yeah,
especially deals with autonomous underwater vehicles. So I was there in the software subsystem. So whatever work on image processing I did there, I showed it as a project, and the interviewer also asked me about it. What functions did you use? Why didn't you use this? So I guess they really help. Internships or projects really help because you get an insight. And if it's an internship in the software industry, it really helps because uh, you will notice a significant difference in coding in your labs and coding in for a real world organization, because there is many things at stake, and you need to consider a very large amount of factors while devising your solution. And you get actually an experience of impacting the world through your through your project, whatever you did in your internships. And it definitely helps in your future third year main internships, higher internships. So I guess people should do internships, or if not internships, they should at least take projects.
Okay, so this is a very hot question, and because many people ask this because they are not from the CS background, and so the question is, how should a non-CS person prepare for an internship at Microsoft or any coding, tech companies? How should they prepare for it?
I feel the question should be how a non-circuital person should prepare for Microsoft, because you
Yeah,
see in
yeah, there are
most
many
of,
people from
yeah,
electronics,
yeah,
and
in,
they
let's
get
say, in our
into internship.
college, only circuital branches are allowed to sit in Microsoft. So so the other route for non-circuital people is through off-campus internships.
Yeah,
They can visit to Microsoft careers page,
yeah,
save a job alert if there is SD intern position available. And but it's really hard for, I feel, non-circuital people to show that they are equally capable. But with relevant skill set, relevant knowledge, and practice, I guess it's manageable. So
yeah. It is
uh,
hard, but it is not impossible.
yeah, it's not
That's
impossible, because in the team that I was working, I had seen people from different branches uh, coming into Microsoft. So I guess it's manageable, but it requires a little more effort maybe. And it's, I guess, obvious also, because see, as a CS person, we are we have more access to knowledge maybe, or our curriculum is basically what these companies require, but it's different for other for non-CS people. So I would say for a non-CS and circuital person, they have to manage their own academics as well as some important topics of CS. But it is even more difficult for non-circuital people. So yeah, they can always try for off-campus internships. And
Yeah, basically for Microsoft, but other tech companies also take into consideration the non-circular people.
yeah, in that case, it's a same platform for non-CS or non-CS. So in that case, they just have to have a strong hold on DSA and topics like OS, DBMS, computer networking, and OOPS is really important. So yeah, they can learn
They
that
can, yes. Yeah,
simultaneously with their own academics, and
yeah.
then they excel.
So there is a question. Yeah. So how around how many people were there in the Microsoft internship in your year, and how many people get Microsoft internship each year from an year? Do you have any figure or do you remember anything?
I guess my immediate senior batch had 3 interns for Microsoft. My year was 12, and my immediate junior batch, 14 was the number, I guess.
Okay.
I don't remember it clearly.
Okay. So, anyways, uh, as you've already told, in first year we need to focus more on living the life, enjoying the college life.
Mhm.
So Now the question is, how important is to take part in these college activities? Does that mean, if you are joining a club, does that mean you are wasting your time, that you should be like giving in coding and stuff, like coding clubs and all? And apart from that, do you think people should join coding clubs? Will that matter in the long run? Will that help them in getting these internships and these jobs in tech companies?
Okay. So, Satyajit, you remember while you asked me rating 0 to 10, I said,
Yeah,
though it wasn't my dream, it was a choice, but I'm happy that I'm at NIT Rourkela. It's really because NIT Rourkela presented really a vibrant atmosphere. You see, in NIT Rourkela, there is club for cooking, social service, debating, then there's
definitely.
photography, fashion. So you name a domain and there will be a club at NIT Rourkela, and most of them are functional clubs.
Yeah,
So shout out to Student Activity Center for doing that. But
yeah,
this college activity, apart from technical clubs also, I feel you should participate in non-technical clubs also. Why? Because it helps you in building your personality. You become more dynamic, you become more versatile. For example, I am in two technical research groups. One is Tiburon, like I mentioned, and other is NIT RRSSG that me and my friends co-founded. It is about robotics and AI. And apart from that, I am president of Rotaract Club of NIT Rourkela, which deals with social service. So I don't like. I feel people should pursue their passion also in during their college life, because it really improves you as a person. You interact with more people, you understand more people, people adjust according to you, you adjust according to people, so you become more accommodating, so your soft skills improve basically. And coming to technical clubs, yeah, they can. I don't belong to any coding club of NIT Rourkela, but yeah, technical clubs help, coding clubs help. Uh, so because it will improve your technical skill set. But apart from technical groups, I should say suggest that you participate in non-technical groups also, since it helps you improve your personality.
yeah, it brings about the change in yourself. You develop yourself holistically. So,
Yeah.
you told about the technical clubs, coding clubs. Uh, what is your personal views on that? Because we as a technical club, along with other, what should we do more to bring about a change? Or do you think there is a room for anything better?
Okay, okay. When I was a freshman, I don't think there was really a coding culture well developed. But when I reached my final year, I see many coding clubs coming up. I see many or activities organized, like there's Hack NITR. Many clubs come together to organize that, and I think this is really essential and helping, because people are participating in that, ideating, then they participate majorly in teams, so you along with your friends devise a solution, so more ideas come into the picture. So when more ideas come into the picture, there is more criticism and more refined your solution is, I feel.
Yeah,
So I guess the situation has improved a lot. I've seen people saying, भैया कि ये क्लब ऐसा ऐसा है और इन्होंने ऐसा ऐसा क्वेश्चन दिया है, कैसे
mhm,
करूँ, something like that. So I guess the situation is improving, but
yeah,
with competitive coding, I'll suggest that they should also focus on software development, or
okay,
let's say impacting the society.
okay,
For example, let's say you remember there was a reduction in number of security personals. uh, during last year, I guess, last to last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
so this can be taken up as a challenge, and solutions can be devised and on where to put particular personals, hotspot areas, what other technologies you can do to increase the security of campus with limited number of security personnel. For just an example, I'm telling you. So
Yeah. Obviously, there
if
are
coding clubs
plenty of
take up
problems.
the yeah, see, if coding club take up problems like this, maybe not limited to NITR, they can go beyond NITR also.
Yeah.
So if such things are taken up by coding clubs, uh, they will obviously impact the society also. We are improving the atmosphere around you, and also then you will pitch in solutions. Then your own skill set, your own level of thinking will increase. So apart from competitive coding, I feel they should do these things also. I don't
Okay.
know for sure if they do that. If they are doing that, they are really doing great. But if they don't,
Okay.
I think they can come up with this.
Okay. So there are a couple of questions from this comment section. One of them is, can you elaborate on how you contributed to open source projects? Were you part of any programs, but you didn't any? Were
Yeah, I
you were?
never participated in
Yeah, you
open
never
source.
participated. Yeah, you answered that already. So uh, another question is, can a student? How can a student join internships off campus?
Okay, so
Like,
people can visit career pages of various companies. There they can maybe filter out positions. There are type of employment like full-time employment or internship. Then they can, if the position is open, they can apply for it. Or there
yeah,
are other things like Glassdoor. There are there is LinkedIn. If none of them works, or there is no position, then you can maybe mail to HR, ask HR if there is a position open. So yeah, you can give a SOP
yeah,
along with a mail. You can also attach your resume.
yeah.
So yeah, these are other ways of off-campus internship. Then there are internship fairs also. Then there are platforms like Internshala.
Of course,
So
yeah.
yeah, you can
There are quite
check
a lot
it.
of platforms. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
give us a brief description about the CGPA. Does that matter? Does that not? What's the minimum CGPA to get into
Mm,
this? Yeah,
it really depends on the company. Uh,
yeah,
yeah, company will decide a threshold. Maybe it will change according to with coming years, but they will have a minimum threshold. So, but beyond that threshold, I don't think it really matters. Uh, I have a friend who has real low CG, but
mm,
he is in one of the topmost company, not in the CS background, but in mechanical, so oil
okay, wow.
industry basically. So yeah, I feel CGPA, if the company sets a minimum threshold, so
Okay,
beyond that, it really won't matter.
okay, definitely.
But
So,
having a decent CG,
yeah,
everyone
it's
should think of.
important. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there are a couple of questions coming in. One of them is like, does someone from AI or ML background given more preference than web/app background? So, yeah, that's the
Mm,
question.
I guess I don't really have that much information about it. But
Okay,
you see, AI ML is a hot topic these days.
yeah, it's
Everything is
budding
data
sector. Yeah,
driven. You hear neural networks everywhere. But you
yeah.
also cannot ignore that JavaScript also is a trending technology.
Okay,
So I guess it won't matter that much. Uh,
Okay.
regard like AI, ML or web app, it won't matter that much, I feel.
Okay. So do you plan on taking part in GSOC?
Mm, I don't think I'll be able to do that, or I have enough time to do that because of our current final year schedule.
Of course,
And
yeah.
then immediately I'll be joining.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, and
Yeah. Okay.
I think I should have some period also for self
Yeah, definitely,
relaxation.
definitely. Okay. So
So,
there is another question. Does employee referral matters in big tech companies like Microsoft?
yeah, it really does. First of all, I got to hear that if the person who is referring another person, and if another person gets into Microsoft, the first person
Okay.
gets paid. Heard that. So it
Okay.
definitely matters. And
That's good.
secondly, it helps the other. If you believe in that other person, I
Okay.
guess it helps them to overcome some steps. But
Okay.
if he or she isn't deserving enough, then they will eventually be cleared out in next rounds. But
Okay.
yeah, it helps them in getting some. It
Yeah, it
skip
definitely,
one
it
step.
boils down to, yeah, it boils down to the
Yeah,
knowledge and skill set that one has. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So there is another question. Okay. So what skill sets are required for getting an off-campus internship in renowned tech companies? So yeah, so skill
Yeah,
sets in particular.
like I said earlier, strong hold on data structures and algorithms.
Yeah.
Then you should know OOPS. Then you should have a basic idea regarding operating system, DBMS,
Okay.
computer networking also.
Okay.
So if you have relevant knowledge regarding these subjects, I guess
Okay.
it's enough. And one more thing I missed out. There's a thing software development, ways to develop a software. There's a software development like life cycles. So
Hmm.
for a particular project, a particular team follows a particular way of software development. So our
Okay.
curriculum is well endowed with this thing. So we
Hmm.
have knowledge about what life cycle a software undergoes.
Okay.
So yeah, people should also have a basic knowledge about it. So yeah, these
Yeah.
things will help.
So so this is a very general question that has been asked. What specific things in a resume is needed, like to make it stand out among others?
Okay. So see, there's
So
really
basically, should we have any projects in our resume? Should we include the competitive coding part? Uh, so is that all necessary?
right, right. See, Satyajit, whenever you set a password, you might get an indicator that it's a bad password. Then you add alphanumeric key, it goes to good. Then you add
Yeah,
a number, then you add special symbol,
yeah,
so it goes to good, bad, strong. So you see, but this might not work out for everyone, you know. Uh, there might be cases that a person with no projects get into the company, or person with lot of projects don't get into the company. There are various innumerable factors going into it, but having these projects, internships in your freshman or sophomore year, then hackathons and open source contribution, they add more weight to your resume, since you
definitely.
have since you have worked more, you have more knowledge, you have more experience regarding it. So it will definitely help, but it won't guarantee. Then your soft skills are also important.
Mhm.
How you manage to answer the questions that you are asked in the interview. So
Okay.
and also, if you don't find the solution straight away, maybe asking hints, going in the right direction. So practice, soft skills, knowledge, everything is important.
Yeah, everything has
Whatever
to be
works,
equally weighted.
yeah, yeah, whatever
Yeah,
works out, and luck, or maybe,
yeah. It is
yeah,
a it is an
that
important
is an,
factor as well. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so there is another question of like not sure, but I heard doing research internships in IITs or other Ivy League decreases your chances in getting selected. Is it true?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, the question is not sure, but I heard. Doing research internships in IITs or other Ivy League decreases your chances in getting selected. Does that happen?
See, I was told that, and I also feel that doing, when if you plan to do higher studies like MTech
Okay.
or maybe MS, then research internships will definitely help you. But if you want to go into software industry, I think you should take up real world projects or industry grade projects, because then you have the relevant experience to develop software. So company will be right in investing you, because you know better than the other people who are doing research internships. But just when it is the case of research internships, you explore a particular topic in more depth, so you have more knowledge about that particular thing, and that helps in your higher studies.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's why I guess the person has to decide where to go, MS, or if you want to do a job,
Okay.
then if you want to do a job, do a industry grade project,
Okay.
or and if you want to go for higher studies, go for research internship. This is not a golden rule, but it works in most of the cases.
Okay. So we have another question. Can anyone get into FANG companies and Microsoft only via development without having proper practice of DSA?
mm, Bank companies, they're crowns, and I don't think having average knowledge of DSA would help you get into those. So
Okay.
I personally don't feel that decent amount of knowledge will help you get through it. But there's luck factor sometimes, or
Okay.
you ace the interview really well, so that might help. But
Maybe.
if I suggest that if you really plan on FANG and Microsoft, you
Okay.
should really get a strong hold on data structures and other important topics.
Okay. So now Preeti will take over. She will ask some other questions.
So Ankush is asking what kind of projects we should add like on our resume.
Okay, so a project can be regarding software that you have developed, let's say an application that you have developed, or it may be about solving a problem statement. Like in the interview I suggested, you take up main loopholes in the industry, or loopholes around you, and try to come up with a solution for that, and discuss it with your professors, your friends, your teammates, or your seniors maybe, and then refine your solution. It can be about anything, but it has to be a challenging one.
Okay.
I'll tell you about my project. It was regarding image processing. So our vehicle basically had to pass through a gate. So first of all, I need to detect the gate. I need to get the coordinates, and then through some internal working, we need to move the bot so that it passes through the center of gate. So yeah, this was my project, and then I developed a calculator. So it really isn't a challenging one, but it covers your concepts of prefix, infix, postfix, expressions. So I took up that project. So yeah, projects can be anything, but do do some project so that it will add value to your knowledge, and you really have something that you have made of your own using your own knowledge.
Okay. And Gaurav Nanda is asking, what other companies have similar hiring process as Microsoft?
Yeah, this isn't a definitely this isn't something that I can answer really, because you see, Microsoft was the first company to come, and I appeared, and then I got selected, so I couldn't naturally sit for other companies. And then after internship, I got PPO, so again I didn't want to sit for other companies. So I really can't compare hiring processes of various other companies since I have no prior knowledge about it.
Okay. And Hemant
But
Bajaj is, oh, sorry. You were
yeah,
telling
so
something.
yeah, but it essentially revolves around uh, DSA, and then in the interview you might get questions regarding DBMS, OOPS, OS, then yeah, and maybe your your projects, discussing your projects. So all the companies majorly revolves around this fashion.
Okay. So Hemant Bajaj was asking, being from non-circuitous branch, should I worry about course certificates or should I focus more on projects and learning skills?
Uh, I You can have certified courses, like our college provided a subscription for Coursera last year. So it's not really that important to have a record of that you know the skill. It will eventually come out in the interviews, uh, whatever. So but if you can get certified courses, it's well and good, but it is not a necessity, I feel.
So does their course certificates matter a lot?
Yeah, like I said, it helps if you have them, but it isn't a necessity.
Which did you prefer among Code Forces, Code Chef, Lead Code, and GFG?
See, when I started coding, I did lead code and GFG, but then I got so frustrated because I couldn't come up with solutions readily, or it took me a lot of time. But you practice well. You start with easy level, then move on to next level, and when you reach a particular level, you can move to other platforms, like you can move to code forces and code chefs. There are competitions also organized, so you can test your skills there also. So I feel code chef is relatively tougher than lead code and GFG. So I should suggest that after passing beginner things from lead code and GFG, you can move on to code chef.
Okay. So what sources did you started, like from YouTube, any particular channel you like too much?
I guess I used to see Abdul Bari's videos on data structures and algorithms. And our sir suggested a book which I don't remember now. Shit. So, but anyways, there are many channels on YouTube and they teach the same thing. There is course on Udemy, Coursera. Coursera we can get we have subscription. I don't know if that ended, but yeah, you can do that. So I'll prefer I was a CS person, so I naturally had it in my curriculum. So, but just for extra knowledge or practice or revisiting DSA concepts or other concepts, I used to go on YouTube and see.
Okay. Is MS abroad worth considering the high fees and much better content being available for nearly at no cost on internet?
MS, I didn't get the question really.
Is MS abroad worth
Huh?
considering the high fees and much
Okay,
better
okay,
content being available for nearly at no cost on
okay,
internet?
okay, okay. See, I don't plan to do MS, so I really haven't researched about it. But mm, I really can't answer this question because I have no knowledge regarding MS.
But did you ever think about going out and studying like in abroad?
I plan to do MBA abroad, but
Okay.
after a few years of experience, so let's see, uh, not MS though, MBA.
Okay. And which tech companies don't allow non-circuital students to opt on campus? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, Microsoft for sure doesn't allow non-circuital branches, and there are other companies also. Most of, I guess, most of them give chance to circuital branches, but there are companies that allow circuital branches also. So I guess Monday morning can help us in this matter really.
Okay. That's all for now from my side.
Okay.
Okay, so we are almost at the end of it. I would like to request all our audience to shoot more questions if they have any. I got one question now. Yeah, so Parveen is asking how much time did you take for being satisfied enough with your own competitive coding skills?
Okay. So see, most of the time I spent on a project or developing software. I think in the summer of my sophomore year, I sat down and stick to competitive coding aggressively. Uh, I balanced my time studying concepts of the important topics as well as get doing competitive coding, but it will depend on a personal level. It worked out for me doesn't mean it can work out for most of other. So I guess it depends on you, what you feel, how much time you in which you can get a good grasp on competitive coding. So that's why I suggested you start aggressively from March uh, to for the competitive code.
Okay, so apart from DSA, what are the other subdomains in the CS which we should know,
Yeah,
like DBMS or networking or any other topic that is necessary
yeah. This
for internship?
four things: DBMS, OS, networking, and OOPS are really essential. And along with it, decent knowledge about software development, ways to develop a software development life cycles helps.
Okay. So recently, as you told, you are in that you and your friends. opened that club. I don't remember. Something like
NIT
SSG
or
or something.
SSG.
NIT or SSG. So tell us about the Robo Soccer and how did you take India into the final now?
Right, right. So, see, why NIT RSG happened is I got into Microsoft. I got Microsoft internship quite early in that academic year. So I thought, what should I do for the rest of the year? So
Okay.
then me and my friends were working under Dr. Anup Nandi, professor in our computer science department.
Yeah, we have heard of.
So, and one of my friend knew about a competition, uh, uh, this Robo Soccer.
Okay.
So his name is Atish Rana. So
Yeah, we
he
know him.
he yeah, yeah. So he told us about the competition. Earlier
Okay.
we were doing a project under Anup Nandi sir, but then we shifted our focus entirely to uh, this competition. But this
Okay.
competition essentially aims at developing a team of 11 robots
Uh,
playing autonomously against a human team by 2050. Sorry. So this is the main aim of the competition, and
okay.
we got into it, and we started working hard for it. I remember me and Atish and Dibya work.
Yeah.
Dibya Jyoti Mahapatra is another founder.
Okay.
So yeah, we three sipping coffee at Nescafe, discussing about what
Yeah.
possible solution
That is,
can
yeah,
we.
that is really
Yeah,
inspiring. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Then then I remember me and Atish sat on. We went in lab and took a chart paper and understood the flow of programs.
Okay.
So yeah, then it essentially boiled down to strategy and some
Okay.
important changes.
Okay.
So there were three major tasks, and we were people in the
Okay.
team. So each one took each task, and Atish handled some other task, me handled some other task, Dibya handled other, and we all three integrated it, and then
So
it
currently now, how many members are there in the club?
we are more than now 30, more than 30 plus people now, because
That's a lot.
earlier when we started we had our focus on the software thing, like
Okay.
simulation thing, but now we divided ourselves into two teams. One is SSL and one is 3D SSL. So SSL team deals with real robots, real physical robots,
Okay.
and 3D SSL deals with simulation.
Okay. So another question that has been asked by Aniket, can a person with average coding skills and good managerial skills get into Microsoft? I mean, yeah, I don't think average coding skills is required. You need to be you need to
Yeah, yeah, I
master it.
guess
Yeah.
I answered that
Yeah, you have answered that.
in the
Yeah.
FANG question, that you
Yeah.
need
So
a stronghold.
yeah, in a stronghold. Yeah. But how about the managerial skill? Does that matter? The soft skills and yeah, it does matter, but how much?
Soft skills do matter a lot. Like I said, having a very excellent A-star resume doesn't necessarily guarantee, or so it all depends on how you communicate with the interview, and it
Yeah.
depends on that where you able to get the solution. Like जब हमने JEE mains दी थी, advanced दी थी, so there were time, no, we couldn't get the solution right away. After
Yeah.
coming out of the examination, all, oh, this was the key to this question. So it
I
depends
can
on
feel
that
that. Yeah.
time. Yeah, there is nervousness. So I guess soft skills also are important, along with very strong knowledge of DSC.
Okay, so another question is, except software development, how can someone join for managerial posts in FANG companies?
There are positions open. You can visit their career pages. I haven't researched really regarding what skill set or
Yeah,
you need to have, but
it's okay.
yeah, but there are positions like program manager, product manager
Mm,
open in the careers page. You can,
okay.
if you are interested, but I don't think you would get it right away after your engineering. You would need a MBA degree, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, obviously you need an MBA degree for a position. So
Mhm.
talking of engineering, if not engineering, then what you would have been into? Like everyone has a backup option, in JEE. But
Right.
although you nailed it, we know that you are in CS department, of course. But if not engineering, then what would be your choice?
I guess I would have made my career into music.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. You sing very well.
I
Yeah,
would have played guitar on the streets and some money.
we know you. Okay, so for our audience, he is a very good singer. So, any memory of college you would like to share with us? I know there are definitely a lot of memories, but any specific one which actually maybe inspired you, maybe changed you, maybe transformed you in some way? Maybe a failure, maybe a success.
Mm, I'll tell you about one important memory. I There's a orphanage near our college, Shanti Bhavan.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, yeah. So when I sang in front of those kids and those elderly, so
Yeah.
I saw them smiling, and I really felt proud of myself for at least trying to bring a smile on their faces. Maybe it was for a day, but uh, I felt pride in taking that I was the reason of happiness.
Okay.
And so yeah,
Definitely.
that was really a great moment for me.
Yeah, getting into a social service club helps a lot. We know that,
Yeah.
and yeah, people should get into one of them. Mm, yeah. So yeah, there's another question: is how easy does it become to go abroad after going global companies like Microsoft? Yeah, that's a very good question.
Yeah, yeah. um Going abroad, I guess I've read somewhere that it's the business needs of a particular company that makes you transfer from one country to another country. If there is a need there in that headquarters, so you can apply for that transfer. So yeah, but I read this on Quora, but
But where is your current posting now? Is there any circular something?
mm, it hasn't been official, but my internship location was Hyderabad.
Okay.
So I feel I'll be getting in Hyderabad only because we were asked a few months ago if we want to continue in the same team. And I said, yeah, I want to continue in the same team.
Okay.
So I
So
hope
yeah, people
it
are
will
asking
work out.
what is your range of stipend? I mean, what do people get in stipend? What's the range?
It isn't much
If you're
of a
comfortable.
secret actually.
Really?
I guess, yeah, uh, 80K per month for internship and 42 LPA CTC. Don't mistake it that we'll be getting 42 LPA annually.
Yeah, there are a lot of complications there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we know
yeah.
that.
And I don't know if I can tell you guys about the breakdown, but I've seen
But
YouTube
yeah, it's
videos
okay.
where
But that's
where they explain the breakdown. So I will be
yeah,
on the safer side. You can
okay,
go to YouTube videos.
of course. But that's a lot, anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is another question: is does companies which comes into an ITR only take for SDE roles? I
No,
don't know SDE
there
roles.
are many rules that come. Uh, data analyst, then business analyst role, then majorly or software, obviously for tech, matlab, software background. But there are other roles also which companies are offering. So
Okay.
yeah, if you want to pursue that role, then there are opportunities.
Okay, definitely. So, in your first, second, third years, uh, how was your preparation strategy? Like, did you study with someone else, or did you study alone? Did you participate in group discussions? Did you like, what was your strategy?
Yeah, yeah. So I during my freshman year, I used to study with my roommate and also roommate Pranav Pundarik and Akshat Shukla. I hope they don't mind I name them. So, so yeah, so we used to study since me and Akshat were in the same section also.
Okay.
So yeah, we studied together. But after first year, his branch was different. So then I I met new friends,
Mhm.
Saurabh, Rushali, Atish, then Pavan, Akshay. So yeah, during exam time, we used to study together only.
Okay.
If we got tired, we used to go to samosa shop, eat samosa, and come back together. Yeah, so I like studying together only. But for few subjects which aren't based on conceptual things, so I like to study them alone. So because it's not really which you can get knowledge or discuss about it. It's just plain simple reading. So I read them alone. But
Okay.
in CS, most of the subjects are regarding something, some concept is behind it. So yeah, we all used to study together.
So obviously, your friends have been a very integral part. But
Yeah, truly.
what seniors? What about seniors? Is there any favorite senior who helped you, or yeah, there might be a lot of them, but
Yeah, about not really in the academic part, but
okay,
in the way of managing a club
okay,
or showing how to enjoy life at NITR or understand how what about people, what to do in a particular situation. These essential things were taught by I would like to name three of them essentially uh, Shivangi Srivastava and
yeah,
Radhika Varshne and Disha Pandit. So
yeah,
these three, I am very close to these three of them.
yeah,
Then yeah,
okay. So Preeti will take over now. She has some questions.
Uh,
Okay.
a last question for you. Any tips for juniors who are just come, like we are in our home in this COVID situation and didn't been able to focus much on studies? So, any tips
yeah,
you would like to give to us?
yeah. It really depends on which year you are studying into.
Uh,
Like I said, for a freshman, I would suggest enjoy, understand what NITR really is, and get into clubs, join clubs. And if you really want to do coding, then go with the basics, make your basics right. But for sophomores, start studying. Because see, the competition is tough due to this COVID, and there are lesser opportunities. So supply and demand things come into the picture. There is lesser supply and more demand. So yeah, if you need to stand out, you need to go the extra mile. So, but self relaxation is also important. So if you are too worried, take rest, and when you feel you are in the right mind, then again start. Yeah.
So people used to say focus on your interest more on college. So what would you suggest, like to focus more on CGPA or activities?
I would suggest a balance, a diplomatic answer really. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, but I would suggest a balance because, like I said, it depends on the company for CGPA, and if your CGPA is below that threshold, then you won't be able to sit in the company. So manage to garner a decent CGPA, and definition of decent will vary person to person. So yeah, and club activities, like I said, they are really important, and more and more people should engage into club activities, develop themselves. Maybe it's their passion, or maybe it's something completely new. So yeah, they should do.
Okay, okay, that's all.
Okay, so uh, I think we should end this. It has been a pretty long session actually because it was like a lot technical. Yeah, but hope people have enjoyed this. Although it was a lot technical, yes, but we were able to learn some valuable life lessons. Okay, and indeed, it was such a great meeting. And we all know Vaibhav sir. He is he is one such a great personality. Okay, so we all admire him. We really do. So before ending this, I would like to request all of you to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel because we are definitely going to have some more amazing sessions with some great figures from our college only. So we hope you get to learn from them as much as you did from this session only. And looking forward for your participation in your future episodes. So thank you again, sir, for your precious time. And I
Yeah,
hope some of your admirers meet you soon. If not in college, then definitely in your office.
Yeah, we really look forward to meeting you, but in this situation, we can't do anything. But
yeah,
it was really a wonderful session. Thank you so much.
yeah, yeah. Welcome, and thank you for the opportunity to help me enlightening minds of people. So
Yeah.
yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Thank you, Webwiz.
Okay, so we are ending this live session. Okay.
And guys, don't forget to join our Telegram channel. Link is given in description to be attendant to attend more session like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, sure. That
That's
is for
yeah,
sure.
that's the thumb rule. Yeah. Okay, so
Okay.
have a good day, everyone. So we're ending this.